So I've got 2 in here now. In half an hour's, well, probably a bit more now, half an hour's fishing. It's Friday morning and you join me for a 24-hour session. So it's Friday, bank holiday weekend, and I've come down here, I think it's going to be chocker, and there's not a soul on. I can't believe it. It is early though, and it is a work day, so I guess later on in the afternoon there's going to be a few more down, but yeah, not a sausage, not a soul on. So yeah, I'm just got here, to be honest, not set anything up yet. As you can see, gear's scattered, I've not even got a rod in yet. Everything's on the deck. So we'll get our rods in, we'll get my rods in now. And let's see what happens. I've got a little plan, which I'll go through in a bit. I want to get my rods in first. Bloody hell, what a way to start the session. Bloody hell. Been fishing, what, 15 minutes? My right rod's gone against the island. Got that one in. Just started raining, so I put it in the waist sling for 5 minutes while I chucked everything in the bivvy because I was still setting my bivvy up. I obviously got the rod back out first, chucked everything back in the bivvy. Rain just stopped 5 minutes later. Thought I'll get this fish sorted now. Everything's dry in the bivvy. I'm just as about to do it, the right rod ripped off again. So I've just got that one. So I've got 2 in here now. In half an hour's, well, probably a bit more now, half an hour's fishing, 45 minutes. 2 commons, got both similar size, about scraper doubles. And true to form on here, because I've just remembered, the fish go crazy on the mat. So much so they nearly give up last time, but it's going to go again. Yeah, they go absolutely bonkers on here. I don't know why, they always do. There we are. I'm not going to keep it up too long because it's going to go flip out. There we are, one of them. See what I mean? The next one's in my net because I just netted that one. Actually, this one's a bit bigger. Yeah, pretty immaculate. And this one's going bonkers as well. Jeez. Remember, does your back in this when you're trying to. Right, stop it. This one's a bit bigger, probably about 13 or something like that, I reckon. Well, lovely fish. This one's behaving a little bit more. I'll try and get the other side of that one. Oh, maybe not. We'll see. Jesus, getting beat up here. Christ, hell. I'm going to give up in a minute. Not worth the hassle. It's going to go ahead. Just mad. There we go. Lovely. 2 fish. 2 fish in the bag. And the left rod's not done anything yet. I'll have a little rethink about that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. Right, I'm going to get these sorted. Go through what I'm using. I've got, like I said in the intro, I've got a little plan. What I'm going to do today. Right, I'm going to get these back. Catch up in a minute. So I've mentioned a plan. It's not really a plan as such, but there's a few reasons why I've come down to Micklewrights Flash. First of all, I've had 2 sessions and I've blanked, so I want to get a couple of runs under my belt. And plus, where I've been going, they won't let. Well, he will let me video, but he doesn't really want me to, so I'm not. So yeah, there's not really much publicity on it. So I fancy doing a video, to be honest. So I thought, right, oh, just had a beep. So I thought I'm not going there because I want to do a vid. Second reason is I want to try out a new rig. I'm still using solid bags, but I'm putting a different rig in it. And then the third reason is I wanted to give my new boat a good run out. My Micro Cat died after 25 years at least 25 years. Gutted, but I'm not gutted because I was expecting it. And I bought one of them actor Boatmans what Stu's got and nearly everybody in the world's got, because I've heard good things about them and they're cheap. So I want to give the boat a good run out, and up to now I have. So I just want to see how long the battery lasts and just want to get my confidence up with it to know it, so I know it's alright, that's all. So yeah, I thought I'd come here and try and get a few runs. So the other part of the plan was, apart from that, is I brought a bit fishing rod, and if the action was slow I was going to get that out and have a little dabble for the roach and stuff, but it's just been bucketing it down. So, and I've had a few runs and I've not had a chance, I've had a minute to be honest. So that I want to have a go at the bit fishing, and I've also want to try out a pike rig, because there's pike in here obviously. I want to try out the catfish dumbbell rig, but I want to use it for pike and I want to see if it works. So yeah, I want to try that, but at the moment I'm not going to get time. I'm just keep looking at my rod because it's going up and down a little bit. So yeah, there's a few things, boat and that, and but if this rain carries on, I'm not going to get a chance to bit fish because I'm not sitting out in it. But we'll see how it goes anyway. I've got tomorrow morning as well. I might even do some of the bit fishing tomorrow and that, but the weather's a bit crap tomorrow. So probably today is my best chance. So we'll see what happens, but that's what I was going to lead to, bring one of my carp rods in for a couple of hours and do a bit of bit fishing and maybe a bit of pike fishing, but we'll see. Only want to try and get a run on the pike rod, see if I can catch one on the dumbbell and just put a leader on it so it don't get bit off. Well, I just want to try it for pike fishing season coming up in a couple of months. So we'll see anyway, see what happens. I might just end up carp fishing all the time, but we'll see. Hopefully get a few runs and give this boat a good run out anyway. Right, I'll show you rigs and everything, what I'm using in a bit when I get settled. Fish number 3, and this one's not a bad one to be honest. It's a decent size for in here. Same rod again, right hand rod against the island. I'm not sure if I got the fight on film then, but it bloody nearly did me on the island. I was fishing pretty locked up and it took a bit of line anyway. I got it in. I've just weighed it in this weigh sling and it was £20.6, and I'm sure this, I only just got this, but I'm sure I used it last time and it weighed about 2.6, so it's all on £18. It's a bit of a ghosty on its back as well. And it's, for a change, being a nutter. Right, yeah, it's good on this. Quite thick along its back. Right. Bloody landed the fish and all these cows, I don't know if you can hear them. Oh, bloody cows legged it down the field and they're all stood up in a line watching me. I don't know. It was a bit bizarre. There was no cows and then there's bloody, must be 20. So yeah, what a belter. What an absolute cracker. Fought like a demon as well. Absolute brilliant. You can see it's, I can't really tip it because it's got a bit of a ghosty down its tail there. I may have had this before. I've had an £18 ghosty out of here a few years ago. it could be the same fish. As soon as I saw it I thought I might have had that, but yeah, probably not going to get much bigger out of here. I think there's a few 20s in, but I've never had one. Superb, absolutely brilliant. And it's only 1 o'clock. I've only been fishing an hour and a half or something like that. 3 fish, love it. Last time I was on here when the carp, I had about 20 fish, but that was a one-off. But then he had nothing in the night, they were all in the daytime. I didn't have one fish in the night. Strange, because I got to 10 o'clock, I thought I'm going to reel in tonight. Anyway, I didn't get a run till 8 o'clock in the morning, and I redid my rods, I don't know why. But yeah, I'm going to get this back now. It's been chilling in the waist sling for 5 minutes. I'm going to move that, I think I'm going to move that left rod to where my right one is, or about 10 foot off it, and see if I can get my left hand rod going. Right, catch up in a bit. Jesus, how bad was that rain? It literally come on within a minute. I heard a few rumblings in the few mile away. I thought, I hope that doesn't come over. And the next minute a few spots come on the pond and it just rattled it down. Jesus Christ, that was bad that then. It lasted about 15 minutes. It's just passed over now, there's a few spots coming down, but my word, I think that's ruined the fishing for a little bit. Since he had that 18, I've not had a run or anything. Must have been an hour and a half ago. And I don't think that rain's going to have helped. But then again, he might have oxygenated the water, who knows. I'm just talking rubbish, I think. I'll show you where I'm fishing anyway. So my left rod is that pylon in the centre of my screenish. My left one was fishing to that about halfway out, but it didn't do anything, and I had 3 runs on my right hand rod, so I've moved it to the middle of the island. Still had no runs on it. It's on a different pop-up, but I don't think that really matters, to be honest. Just that weather's come down since I've got it out there. That weather's come down, so and then but I'm thinking of going back, bringing it close back. I'm going to leave it, going to redo it for an hour. If nothing happens, I'm going to put it back close in. Oh, what was that then? Big swirlages then in the side. Oh, it's a pike or carp just in the margin there. See. Anyway, so I've got one in the middle, the island, and then one just to the right in that like alcovey bit there. So I've got, and that's where I've had my 3 runs from. Well, I'm going to redo my rods now, because as I was getting my solid bag out, it started raining, and I think it may have melted before it even got to the spot, because the rain's, just as I drove it out, the rain started coming down. So I'm not even sure if it got, like I say, to the spot before it even melted, because it did start lashing down. It's started fizzing up closer in now, and to be honest, last 2 times I've fished here, if I can remember rightly, I had nothing off the island and I had all my runs close in. So I don't know what to do here. I'm going to put it back out there, give it a chance, the left one, and then if nothing's doing, I'm going to bring it close in and see if I can get a spot going. I might even put a bit of bait in now just to get the spot going. See what, anyway, let's get these rods done now while it's dry. I don't think it's forecast too bad now until tonight at like 1 o'clock in the morning. Probably get another shower or something. Still no one's turned up at all, just on my own at the moment. Oh, I don't know if I can hear somebody turning up, or that's the farmer. One of the two. Right, let's get these rods done and I'll show you my rigs. This is the rig I'm trying out. Nothing unusual at all, just a Ronnie. I don't really use Ronnies at all, but and put it in a solid bag. Now, I don't really hear of many people doing that really, but the only reason I'm trying it is I went to Uaually last week, and when I brought my solid bag in, it had some weed on it and stuff, and I think it's where they've got decent sized roach in there that it was picking me wafter up in my solid bag and pinging it around everywhere because I was getting a few bleeps and that. So I thought I'll try a pop up in a solid bag, which I never ever do. To one, try and so when it lands, it doesn't land in any weed, because I was fishing close to an overhanging bush. So obviously there was a bit of crap on the deck. So hopefully it'll stay away from that, and also the roach might not pick it up because it's a bit blatant for them. So that was the reason why I wanted to try it, and up to now it's done me well. I've had cracking hook holds and 3 out of 3 on it, so it seems to be working. So that's on that one. Then on the other rod is exactly the same thing, but I've just got caught my line. I've just got a different bait on. I think that's a krill if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that's what I'm trying out, and just brought my rods in to redo now. It's bloody lovely now, can't believe it. Anyway, let's get these rods in before weather changes. I'm going to bring my left one in close in, I've just decided, because there's quite a bit of fizzing up on my spot where I baited before. So I'm going to drop it back on that spot. Right, let's get this sorted. Well, as you can see, I've got no rods out. I don't know if you could tell then on that little vid, but he had a double hook up, and one was a bream, so I've landed the carp, I unhooked the bream in the water, and just as I was doing that, it started hammering down. So the carp still hit landing net and not let it go yet. I'm just going to give it 5 minutes just to see if this rain stops. If not, I'm just going to let it go without filming it. Just got my boat here ready to go. As you can see, all I'm doing is putting some maize in, solid thingy at the back, solid bag at the back, and just all I'm doing is getting like a handful of, like, a few boilies like that, and that's ready to go. That's all I'm using on each rod. So yeah, my carp come off the left rod this time for a change, just not even halfway out. So I'm a bream from the island. Just going to give it a few minutes because I want to get this bait out, but I'm just stopping a second ago. It's just starting again now. Jeez. Hope this isn't in for the night. Right, give it 5 minutes, get the rods on, I'll show you that fish. So the rain stopped now. I got my rods back out. Didn't even get my boat back on my right hand rod. And this is this took it before he even, oh Christ, before he even got it back to land. So yeah, this little thing took it. There we are. The other one's in my waist sling. I'll go and get that now. And this is the one I had just before it started raining. Tiny bit bigger. Well, a bit bigger actually. Bloody mad, this one, it's lively as... Jesus Christ. Like a bloody workout with these. Honestly, I've never known fish flip on the mat. Every single one. I'm going to do a quick look and that's it. There we go. Very similar, a little bit smaller than the first two we had, but yeah. I'm going to start bloody videoing them on the mat because I can't be bothered wrestling with them. So I'm not going to do the other side, I'm going to get it back because it's flipping out like mad. Right, I've got one rod in. I'm going to have to do my rod on the island again and see if it can stay in the water. I was just taking my right hand rod out in the boat after that fish I showed you, and my left rod went tight. Didn't think it was a carp run. Tench, about a pound, £2 tench. So just got to redo my rod again. That was on my left one. Right. Oh, it's becoming a mission to keep a rod in the water here. Left hand rod. Oh, I mean wet. Left hand rod's gone again, the one that had the tench on. About 10-15 minutes later, I was just thinking about having something to eat. I've had one brew and nothing to eat since I've got here. It's just been too mad. Non-stop runs, filming, taking the boat out, rain, just, yeah. Been a bit bonkers, but yeah. And this time, I put this fish down on mat then in the waist sling, and it was as though it was trying to punch its way out. It was boo boo, trying to get out. Oh, I thought my rod was going then. I've actually got a mirror. Keep still. Looks a bit of an old warrior, this one. It's got a few scales missing, a few marks on it. Been in the walls, this one a bit. Come on, please. Come on, play ball. Right, try again, quickly. There we are. I'm not going to keep it on much longer. At last, got to pick it up. It's a bit battered that side. This is the better side, if it lets me. If it doesn't, it's going back in. Right, that's me done. Frustrating me. Right, I'm not going to put the rod back out yet. I'm going to get that rod out and then I'm going to make some reek because I'm Hank Marvin. Trying to punch its way out the bag, out the net. Right, quick update. Just let that fish go, that mirror. Just redone my rod and now I'm going to have something to eat. It's 7:15, I've just had a look. And I can't believe it's that late and I've had no to eat. So I'm going to make some grub. This water's absolutely alive. It's alive. I don't mean with carp, I mean with fry. You're driving your boat back and little tiny fry of about a centimetre long are diving out the way. Even when you're playing fish and stuff, all the fry are diving everywhere. I pulled my landing net out before. I had it just sunk in the margin. Before I pulled my landing net out, there must have been 30 tiny little mini roach, I think they were. I couldn't quite tell, but they weren't carp, they're either roach or skimmers or something. Yeah, it's absolutely alive. The fish are topping everywhere. I did have managed to do a 15 minutes of bit fishing before the rain, and there was like one a chuck of roach, but I've put it all away. Put it all away now. I can't be bothered doing the pike fishing either. It's been too manic. So I might do it tomorrow morning, but I don't know if I can be bothered. I'm just going to carry on my carp fishing. Left hand spot seems to be the one at the moment. I've had a couple of runs from there now. The island's gone quiet. Two guys have turned up, one next to me on my right and one's gone down the bar end behind me. So yeah, I'm going to get some of these because it's going to be dark in an hour and a half and the water is boiling in the margins. I don't know, I don't think it'll be carp, but see if I can get it now. Don't know if you can see that, but the water's boiling at margins where my line goes in the water, just there, and then that out there, that's pretty much where I'm fishing. A bit to the right, I'm a bit to the left of that, like about 3 foot, but that's where I'm fishing. Yeah, it's looking good for a couple more fish at least. I think I said before last time I was here and this happened where I was getting loads of runs, I had nothing through the night, which was, I found bizarre. I was expecting to having to reel my rods in and that, but no, I just went dead, which I wasn't too bothered because I was bloody knackered. I remember last time I didn't stop till 10 o'clock at night. Anyway, it's like a bloody milk pond now, like a milk pond. It's lovely. And that rain before to this, it's unreal. There's been one where them poles are sticking out, where them stumps are sticking out the water. There was 1 million round there before, but I think they're everywhere today. I think they're well spread out. They've been boshing down the left of me. Seeing a couple bosh out on the far bank to the right. Yeah, that's, I don't know if you can see it, but that's, I'm fishing just past that, if it's showing up. Well yeah, everything's active tonight. Right, let's get something to eat before my rods go off again. Well, still never managed to get out to eat. I'm just tidying my bivvy out ready for the night so I can make something to eat. And as you can see, my landing net's bouncing. And that's because we got a little tiny common in there. So I'm going to get it out. I'm not going to do all the filming job. I'm just going to film it in the cradle so you can see it. But yeah, I need to get something to eat, so I'm just going to rush this one through and grab some food. It's a bit like a pale, ghosty common type thing. You can see it there. Watch this, I'll lift it out and I'll go absolutely bonkers on the net, I bet you, on the mat. You see it there, it's a proper little pale thing. Watch this. There we go. Non-stop, we'll do that. Come on, I'm not even unhooked it yet. Right, let's sort myself out. There we are. There's a little fella. Right, I'm going to get it back, get some grub. Got that bream on my right hand rod. Got the boat out, put it back in against the island. Put the kettle on. The kettle hadn't even boiled, and it went, and there was a carp on it. So I've got it in the net, but I'm just having my brew first. I've not frigging stopped today. Saying to Mrs, just stop falling. I feel knackered, I've not stopped. So I'm just having this brew while it's in the net over there, somewhere over there, and then we'll get the rod back out. I'm not going to get the fish out unless it's a decent one. I don't think it is. I'll just show you on the mat. I need to have a minute. So yeah, I'll just finish this brew, we'll have a little look and get rod back out. So there you go. There's the prize. Probably like £8 to £9, but nice fish. Look at all foam when it's not stopped flipping. Yeah, just let it flip itself out for a minute. Yeah. Right, I'm going to get this rod back out. Right. Well, that was an uneventful night, wasn't it? After about 8, 9 or 10 fish and then go to 0 at night. Yeah, nothing happened at all. A few little beeps on my left rod and that was it. Didn't have any intentions of re-chucking. I'd had enough fish during the day to fish hard through the night, so I'm just making a brew. There. Probably hear it in the background. Making a brew, and then I'm going to go for it again and see if I can get a few more runs before I go. About dinner time. I've got ages before dinner, so I've got some similar time, 24 hours. So I'm going to get my head straight and then hit it hard. I'm going to fish hard now, last few hours. Jesus. I got this in the rain 10 minutes ago. The rain started hammering down, so I just left it in the sling for a minute. It's just stopped now, it's gone lovely again. Another common stroke ghosty, light common. Not too bad. Probably about 11, 12 pound if I can hold it. I'm going to be quick with this. Right, there we go. In the sunshine. It's about 9 o'clock. Got about 2 hours left. I'm just going to let my bivvy dry off a bit and start packing up. I don't think it's forecast rain anymore, but that doesn't mean out. So I am going to try and I'm going to be quick. So there we go. Before it flips. Oh no, it's chilled. It's chilling. Yeah, probably got an hour to 2 hours. The house from my left hand rod just halfway out, not even halfway out. My island spot's dried up now since probably late afternoon. Just got breamed out on it a bit yesterday. Didn't film everything, but I had a few bream. So the close-in spots doing the business at the moment. So we might get one more, we'll see. Then we just put that rod out. I didn't bother in the rain, I just sat in my bivvy. Give me missus a ring. So, right, to get this fish sorted and start thinking about packing up. Session's coming to an end now. It's about 10 o'clock, maybe just gone 10 o'clock. Yeah, only one fish this morning, quiet. One fish since 9:30 last night. Strange, isn't it? Like, I got here yesterday, I couldn't keep rodding water, and now it's pretty quiet, fishing the exact same spots. The island swim's just not done me a fish for ages. Well, yeah, I did. The last fish last night was off the island, but I got a bit breamed out off there. But yeah, got what I wanted off the session anyway. Tried my rigs out, Ronnie in a bag, and it seems to be spot on. Hook holds have been amazing, right in bottom lip, so I'm happy with that. So that's going to be my new solid bag rig. Most 90% of the time, I think. And my boat, we've had a good run out and it's been absolutely spot on. I've done loads of runs and it's gone down 1 bar the battery, so I've made up with that, so that battery's going to last ages. I thought it would, but I just wanted to check. The only thing I've got to get used to is there's no lights on the back unless you move, so it was a bit weird at first taking out into the dark and then couldn't see where the boat was until you moved, so I've got to get used to that. But apart from that, absolutely spot on. So I'm pretty much all packed up apart from my bivvy. I'm going to put my bivvy down now and head off home. So thanks for watching and see you next time.